countries that has addressed the question of nation building through the commitment of a progressive leadership. And I'll tell you, in 1966, when Botswana attained independence from the British colonial regime, it was far, far behind Nigeria, and one of the most backward countries in Africa. The GDP per capita was $70. Today, it is $14,000, one of the highest in the continent. Since a Nigerian, the late Dr. Akintola Aguda was actually the first indigenous, the first Chief Justice of that country, and who later was the President of the Court of Appeal before he died. I do hope that His Excellency will exchange views with us on the secret of the success of that country. On November 4, 2008, America elected the first African, I don't say African American, the first African, because Obama is a direct descendant of a Kenyan. Now, please, to mark the historic event, Kenya, the country of Obama's father, declared a public holiday, having stolen the result of the Kenya presidential election of 2007 through vote rigging and fraud. I criticized the hypocrisy of Mr. Mwai Kibaki in celebrating the victory of Mr. Obama in faraway America. And the celebrations coincided with a working visit to Nairobi. I called a few of my friends, including senior lawyers in Kenya. If Barack Obama had contested the election in Kenya, will he have won? The honest answer I got was in the negative. And I was told, being of the Luo tribe that constitute 13% of the Kenyan population, Mr. Obama did not stand a chance. Secondly, that if he had contested and won the election could be annulled. Like what Quebec did. The Kenyan situation applies to most African countries, where elections are contested on the basis of religion, ethnicity, and other primordial sentiments. By basing the presidential campaign in America on issues of poverty, inequality, unemployment, and the general global crisis of capitalism, Americans rose in unison in voting for a candidate without considering his color. And that has strengthened the American motto, E pluribus unum. From many nations, one has emerged. And it's possible. We can do so all over the world. In my studies of nation building all over the world, Europe, Africa, Asia, wherever, there are only two types of nations. Nations that emerged through consensus, peaceful resolution of conflicts, leading to nations. Most nations in the world were built by force. In our own case, the British colonial regime merged the northern and the southern protectorates in 1914 in order to facilitate the ruthless exploitation of the natural resources of Nigeria in favor of imperialism. Please, when we are talking about the resources of our country, my sister, we discuss this all the time. What you call oil wealth in Nigeria today that we fight over is a crumb from the master's table. No Nigeria, no government in Nigeria, no governors forum, no presidency knows how much oil we lift a day. And we just fight ourselves over nothing.